This is Kirito Day 1 here. Uh, I, I'm a big fan of these games. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil and all that. I was super stoked. I even played Resident Evil 6 on a 360 version, and man, it was good. I liked the story. I really liked the story, but, uh, I, the point is, I played all four of those campaigns. Each one, just each and single one by itself, took me, each and single one, a day each on each of them, just to play um, Resident Evil 6 on the hardest difficulty they had at that time, which was professional. They didn't have no hope or anything else harder than professional at that time. It was professional only on 360. And then all of a sudden, about I would say 4 years after the sixth one came out, it comes out on the PS4. They reamped the graphics. I like the graphics on the PS4. The storyline is still the same. Buttons I'm still trying to get used to the buttons. The downside of it is I still have not figured out how to equip the skills, because each chapter I played on Leon's campaign so far, but each chapter I played on Leon's campaign on No Hope, and it took me about maybe 3 or 4 days on No Hope because it was so freaking hard. Like literally, I had no freaking hope. I had no chance of getting herbs. I kept dying a lot. No, low ammo. Mostly using a freaking knife. But I couldn't figure out how to equip the skills. So every chapter it pop up, it said at the end of a chapter I complete, it says beat the chapter with no skills, which I'm pretty stoked about that. That is actually pretty awesome. No skills and all that, but I'm still trying to figure out how to equip the skills. Again, this time I'm going to go through Chris's storyline on No Hope. I haven't even started. I started on Jake's, but I'm going to go back and redo that again so I can broadcast it or post a video on YouTube. And I'm going to do the same thing on Leon's. And thing is, like I said on the 360 version, I played each of those campaigns just by myself, a day each on professional, and beat them. When I played Resident Evil 6 on here on PS4, I started playing Leon's campaign on No Hope. The first part of the chapter, I think that was, yeah, the first chapter until I get to the cathedral, Forest Cathedral. I had someone else helping me. He was basically showing me where the emerald locations are, which I already know where most of them are. But he basically got me down to the roots of how to play No Hope and all that, saved me, and then after that onward was just by myself. So I'm going to try to do all of these campaigns, all four of them, on No Hope, just by myself, which basically on Eidos you don't really have anyone helping, which I somehow found a YouTube video, but I don't think that's possible. But just to get down to business, let's get into it. Which you already see that was proof. This is proof that I have played Leon's campaign on No freaking Hope. It took me an hour and 9 minutes. And that was actually, like I said, chapter 1. That was with a buddy of mine. An hour and 9 minutes just to beat No Hope on chapter 1. 2 hours and 27 minutes on No Hope, man. That one was actually a lot harder because I actually had to skip the freaking forest cemetery because by the time I got to the church, I couldn't survive. I had like no health, no ammo. I couldn't do it. I mean, I really couldn't do it. The altar corridor. It took me 51 minutes. 51 minutes just to do this one. on chapter 3. It took me an hour and 20, almost an hour and a half just to do chapter 4. Little over an hour and a half. You see the difference on that? Little over an hour and a half on chapter 5. That was actually a little bit harder because the final part on the Cloud Tower roof, that was harder. Doing Simmons' final form was hard. I couldn't even try to get past it. I finally got past it. Again, I mean, all those chapters I have low health, low ammo. But this time I'm going to go with Chris's. Start with chapter 1. No hope. Single. Playing as Chris. And yeah, and when I was playing online, I was just here for the story. I wasn't for anything else. Just, you know, the story. The story is what draws me in. Anything else, it just doesn't really. But the story what draws me in on Resident Evil. Any game, actually any game period, the story is what draws me in. I don't care about the graphics or anything. Well, here we go.
Another round.
Hard to find a good steak around here. Not like back home.
Fill her up.
You've had enough.
Listen, sweetheart. You're here to pour drinks and look pretty. So how about you shut your mouth?
How about you get the hell out of my bar?
Nowhere to go.
Ej, dama vas je zamolila da odete. I said she asked you to leave.
Never thought I'd find Chris Redfield wasting away in a shithole like this.
Who the hell are you?
Piers. Piers Nivens?
Never heard of you.
How about this? You heard of this?
What is that?
You really don't remember anything, do you? Bioterrorism. You can't hide from your past, Chris. No matter where you go or what you do.
Who are you? What is this?
Okay. You don't remember me? Well, how about them? Look. I said look! Those were your men. Men who died under your command. You owe it to them to remember, Chris. If you walk away now, then this was all for nothing. Enough! Damn it. 6 months of searching for you. And this is what I find.
Yes,
Yeah. It's where you belong. Everyone's waiting.
Everyone.
We're taking you back, Captain. One way or another.
I can't keep running away.
I have to face the truth. Accept responsibility. That's the only way I'll ever remember. The only way I'll get my life back.
HQ to Alpha Team. No change to your mission. Suppress the bioterror outbreak while proceeding to Point Ace of Spades.
Roger that. Preparing to drop on the 8 o'clocks. We'll make our way to the Ace of Spades and find those UN workers.
So, yeah, after that opening scene, man, you can tell if you're a fan of these games and you play this Resident Evil 6 on a 360 and PS3 version, and then you go out and got an Xbox One and a PS4 and buy this, you can tell the graphics has intensified. You see the fibers on the jacket, the shirt that they're wearing. You can see the more detail of the steak that he chose, that he cut and chewed. When he cut it, you can see that it was, you know, how an actual steak and you cut an actual steak. It moves and all that. Now, with her pouring the drink on him, and you see the water falls off of him, that was not really, they didn't focus on that graphic. They didn't focus on his hair to be wet and all that, you know, his hair is still so silky smooth and all that, you know, and the fibers of the jacket, the clothes wasn't wet, but the minor details is what actually tell. Minor details, you can tell how they intensified the graphics and all that to make it look like an actual real life movie.
Echo to HQ. We've encountered hostiles at Diamond 3. Moving in to engage. HQ copy.
Follow my lead.
Hold on. Alright, I'm ready. I just like it. You can move the freaking cone. You can do this on the 360 and the PS3 and all that. You can move the cone. You can move a bicycle. Hell, you can even shoot it to move it.
Roger.
The BSAA has arrived on the scene. Excuse me, can I get a comment, please? Excuse me. Is this outbreak related to the situation back in the States? Is the BSAA there as well?
Look at this.
I mean, yeah. Look,
Target is ahead.
look at the
Come in,
graphics they
HQ!
intensified.
Route 4 is a mix of civvies and hostiles. Got anything else?
Really has intensified.
Son of a...
Alpha Team, switch course from Route 4 to Route 9er. Head to the destination through the building in the 6 of clubs. HQ to all teams. Alpha is en route to Ace of Spades. After they rendezvous with Delta, we will proceed with the operation as planned.
I mean, seriously, I can't find the skill slot. It used to be on here.